Hello, good evening from the Sunbourne Hotel where the GFSB dinner is well underway, and having attended these dinners over a number of years now, and I can definitely say there is a real buzz in the air. We'll hear from Chairman Owen Smith in just a few moments, who gave a housekeeping update, it's fair to say, but there is one subject that is on everyone's mind. We've got preeminent members of Gibraltar's business sector here, the private sector, obviously a key driver in Gibraltar's economy, and Owen Smith, addressing the audience tonight, said that there has been profound nervousness amongst this business community. He joins me now. Owen Smith, undeniably a huge buzz in the air tonight.
Well, I think everybody knows in Gibraltar that the rumour mill has been on overdrive for the last few weeks, and there's a real sense of anticipation that perhaps we're going to see some movement. If you believe those rumours, that seems to be the direction of travel.
It's definitely the outcome everyone wants here, but you did say that there is profound nervousness. Tell us what you're nervous about.
So we had a Brexit town hall. We've done a lot of engagement with our members to understand what they are asking of us and what we should in turn communicate to those who are negotiating an agreement. There is profound sense of nervousness about the change that would accompany any agreement if it comes. But there's also anticipation in a positive sense, which is to say that even though there are many members who understand that this could be ground changing for them, paradigm shifting for them even, they are still in favour of seeing some form of an agreement, because I think we as a business organisation understand that in the short term, in the medium term and in the long term, that is a better outcome than the alternative.
One of those concerns you mentioned was the level playing field that is expected, and you have called for two key things from the government. Can you just tell us what they are?
I think that our key asks of those who are decision makers in this process is to ensure that doing business in Gibraltar is the same for those businesses that are based here as those that are based elsewhere. And that means the same rules for people coming into Gibraltar to do business as those based in Gibraltar doing business, and the same rules for us in Gibraltar doing business who want to look outside of Gibraltar as well, so that we have true access to any bigger market that might be on offer.
You also mentioned that businesses, having slowed down in the areas of innovation because of the uncertainty over the years, will need some time to adjust and will need some support in that way as well.
One of our key asks is that there is support, particularly for those who find themselves at the sharp end of the Brexit wedge. And there will be some sectors that find it tougher than others, and there are going to be some sectors that are looking at a huge potential opportunities, and it will be easy to identify those. So we're looking at that, and we are hoping that we will get the support that is necessary from those who are in a position to give that support. And one aspect of that is some period of time of certainty, because over the last few years, whilst this agreement is being negotiated, and whilst the prospect of there being no agreement remains ever present, it has prevented people from taking long-term decisions. And if we do get some clarity, there will be a need for time for Gibraltar-based businesses to adjust, to examine the agreement if there is one, and to plan to exploit it and meet the challenges that it brings.
And finally, if I could just ask you about the transaction tax that many have been speaking about. No idea yet as to what that will be set at, but is there a lot of nervousness amongst particularly the retailers on what that could be?
I think with these, the specifics of the agreement, we will have to wait and see what the agreement, if it comes, contains, because it will be very difficult for people to understand what the implications for their businesses might be until they understand if there is to be a transaction tax and what level it might be set at and how it will work in practice. And all of those factors are going to be very important for the way that it affects business.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll let you get back to your dinner. Thank you very much for joining me. So here at the GFSB dinner is also the Minister for Business, Gemma Arias Vasquez. She's going to be giving a speech, so all eyes on her as to what she says tonight. As we heard earlier on, the Mayor of La Linea, Juan Franco, is also here. He has told GBC that he believes the talk is that a deal is imminent. Now, how many times have we said it? It does remain to be seen, but the stars do seem to be aligning. But we still have to wait just that little bit longer to find out whether or not there is going to be a deal or not.